And another thing that you're gonna have to learn real soon, Lenny, is look at the orange guys. Okay, it's the first time. I don't know if you've noticed. It's the first time I'm telling you to look at orange guys, because I noticed it a few times during the match. It is much harder to do. So all the way to champion, how can I say? From, we're gonna say bronze to champion, you need to look at your teammate. Okay, and play depending your teammate. Like this. And then Grand Champion Plus, we need to look at the opponents. Okay. From Champion to GC, we want to make this transition slowly to start to look at the opponents. All right. I'm gonna play this clip again, okay? And tell me what information is important here if we look at the opponent all the way to here. I can play it again if you want. Okay, what's up with their position? Okay, we're gonna go very basic. Can someone challenge you on this ball? Okay. So what if we don't jump in full boost and just smack that ball in the wall, and we just wait, let that ball bounce, and give us an angle to shoot on net? Right? It's like you're rushing to go do your play, like fast. But like there's no one. I think it's like Gustavo should be the closest one because he had boost. Oh, he was very out of play. He got a great touch, to be honest. Like, the only thing better than that would have been if the ball had like landed here and rolled up the wall. Now it's gonna bounce like this, so it will give you a shot on net eventually. But that was a great touch. He lands and he's third. Okay. You see how far he is from the ball? You could have waited half a second, almost a second, turn, and then taken a shot on net. And his front post is open. Make sense? Okay. Slowly, you're going to have to do that. And that's why, you know what, when I'm playing once against viewers, have you noticed how it seems like I know ahead of time what they're going to do? And sometimes I panic and sometimes I don't, and I just, you know, take my time and stuff like that. It's because I look at them. And I know, because I've been doing that for years, I see when he picks up boost. What did he do since he picked up boost? You know, is he gonna have boost or not? Or, you know, if like this guy was out of your stream for a while, so most likely he picked up some boost somewhere on the way. So you could assume that he still have boost, even if we don't, like, let's say we wouldn't see this or the circles. Like, you can still judge whether you have boost or not. If he goes up the wall and starts air dribbling, and then I pick up the ball, am I afraid that he challenged me? No, he doesn't have boost. So he's gonna try to shadow and stay close type thing, you know? So not necessarily zero, but he's lower. So it's all information that you can gather when you start looking at them. Yeah, happens, Isaiah. It's not a big deal. So yeah, so here was a prime scoring opportunity. If you had looked at the opponents, I can play it again now that you know what to look for. Look how they just disappear from your screen. Okay. You see how they both obviously just left. Right? So it gives you time, and if you wait and the guy shows up in your screen, you boost and you chip that ball in the backboard and it's come back to you, and then you shoot it. And if he doesn't, you can still do the same thing, you know. And you need to start looking at them. You'll see it's going to be actually pretty hard when you're going to start paying attention to that. Sometimes you're going to be like, okay, but the ball was in the air, how was I supposed to look at them? Maybe you could have checked with your car cam and then come back into the ball cam. You would have known, is there someone that's facing me that's ready to go like I am, so I need to hurry? Or they're both looking away at the back of their zone, so I can take all my time, I can catch this ball and stuff. Normally it's a skill that we start really telling people in Grand Champion, but quickly your rotations are cleaning up. Like today, I've been hard on you, but it's much smaller details than the last time. Okay, you're actually playing the game today, and sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. So it's just a few things. So you play, you leave. On offense, a bit more patience, like this. It's this one, right? Because I've been talking about this for a while. Yeah, so here you had to be closer, but you still got there in time. You played, you leave, because you don't have anything on that ball. And then you go, but then you get beat to the ball. You don't jump yet, you don't panic, you let him play. Right? He beats you. But oh, I can still get that ball. You get there. The only thing that was remaining to like successfully execute this play, like this whole section was great if here you had noticed that you could take your time. Still made a great pass. It could have worked. It's just it wasn't the best play you could have done. Yeah. No. We talked about it. So it's easy because see here, you see how you just move past the ball? That's it. Rotate. It's seriously as simple as that. Good. Yeah, this one's not as bad. This one I understand. No. So here. Seriously? There? You're past the ball. Keep on going. Pick up the boost. Rotate. And rotate the right way. We're here. Keep on going that way. But don't turn around towards the ball. So here it was good. You needed to keep on going. You could have bumped him again. So another way that I can show it, I don't know if it's going to be more visual. The ball came this way. So we need to go that way. And the defense, when the ball's coming this way, they need to defend this way and then they rotate like that. 95% of the time, this is what needs to happen. If you're on defense, you go towards the ball, and then you rotate back mid. And if you're offense, you do the opposite. You attack from the side, and you rotate back mid. See? Do you see how you're lost in all this section? It's because you never made the decision to leave by the mid. If I come back, let's say we use this, okay? And you decide to leave, okay? So you leave, you leave, you leave, you leave. And no, remember, like, we need to look. Is there a chance, like, they seem to be struggling right now, right? Okay, they are not. And then we can... it ended there. There was no more time. But do you see what I mean? By leaving and by getting away from the play, we're gonna have a better angle at I wouldn't say should have, I would have to say could have. Even well, okay, I was gonna say even I would struggle to score that. So I would have scored it because I wouldn't have been here. I would have been here. And now I jump, and now I have this angle on net, and this is scoreable. You see the difference, Vincente? I scored plenty of goals like that as well, but right now it's a champion 1 that's defending. Champion 3s, if you put that soft ball on net, you would have saved it. But if you come from over here, and you fast aerial to that ball, and you come in and you put a 90 kilometers per hour shot in the top net, no, there's nobody saving that. And this is one that you should have scored. This one is, yes, it's scoreable, but to be realistically scoreable at a competitive level, you need to place that ball here. Well, honestly, here. Like, you need to hit that far post for it to come in. This would be a competitive shot from this angle at this speed. Like, if you get that lob shot to the far post, yes. Here, if this goes in there, it's because he's bad, not because you put a great shot. You see the difference? Because that's a 30 kilometers per hour shot. Like, it's just floating towards net. Like, you see it. I think he gets there. I think if it's in that top corner, I think he saves it. Okay, champion 2 would have. And if you say no, okay, champion 3 for sure. If you really want to argue. But if you come from here and you put a 90 kilometers per hour top net, a GC2 wouldn't even save it. I understand your point that it was scoreable, but if you left from further, it would have been very, very good shot. So, play and leave. Rotate towards mid. Patience on offense. Am I forgetting anything? I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it. That's it, right? It's pretty much, it was always the same thing, because mechanically it was fine. It was champion, but it was fine. You still need to work on everything that we talked about, but you had good contacts with the ball. I didn't see you fly much. And both of you guys, like your first man, needs to be more clear cut. When you're first man, you have a teammate behind, you need to go, and then you rotate. And then your teammate's gonna go and you rotate. And then you go and you rotate. And then your teammate goes and you rotate. It needs to be, we call it rotation because it's basically this. This is what you guys are doing to get constant pressure on the other team. So let's say the bad guys are here. So one goes, then rotates. While he's rotating, the other one can go again already, and then rotates. And while he's rotating, the other one can go again. And even if you're only playing with 2 players on the team, it can be bang, 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 one after another. And the champions would never be able to handle that pressure. And you guys like showed that you can play at this speed. Well, it's not even speed. I don't want you to drive faster on your car. I just want you to go and rotate. It needs to be more decisive, both of you. Sometimes you had trouble with that as well, Vincente. It doesn't mean not to try to control the ball. It's 2 very different things. Like at my level, we do that thing that we rotate one after the other. But we get to the ball, we try to control and do something, and then we rotate. And then my teammate comes, takes the ball, and tries to do something with it, and then rotates. And then I go, you know, that's how we play. Sometimes we just go and hit the ball, but only when it's the best play. That's another level. But champion, you can put the ball in your car and flick. You don't have to go and just hit the ball and leave. I don't want you guys to take what we talked about tonight as in we go, we hit the ball, we leave. Like, even give you an example. No, it doesn't have to be in the air and resets and stuff. What do I have? So it's my turn to go. I do this and I flick. And then it's not my turn anymore to play. You know, I control and I flick, and now I rotate because it's my teammate's turn to go. And he goes, and let's say he whips the ball, so it's my turn again. I can control if they give me space, and I can flick, and then I rotate. Right, my play's over. Sometimes, how can I do that? Okay, sometimes it's my turn to play. I can chip it backboard and it's still my turn to play. Right? That was my play. I just hit the ball, but I hit it twice. Right? But if you get that first chip, this, you hit your first chip and you're like, oh no, I don't have anything on this. You rotate and you let your teammate go for it. right? And then it's gonna come back, and then you can play again, and you can, you know, I hit the ball, but it can be my turn again if I can and do something productive, right? As they clear the ball towards our zone, I can catch it and push it. It's still my turn. I'm not gonna leave yet, and then get a 50, and I end up on the other side of the ball. So I leave. I let my teammate play. So it's not, I don't want it to be one and done. Like, I don't want you to okay, it's my turn to play. They clear the ball, and I just and I leave. That's sometimes you're gonna have to do it. Like, I want you to do that when you have to do that, but I don't want you to not try to control the ball either. You know, there's an in between. Sometimes you need to boom the ball, but if you don't have to, you need to take your time. All right. So clearing the ball could be when you don't have boost, but let's say like, let's say I'm in this situation and I don't have boost. I don't want you to do this, okay? Because this is giving the ball away. If you can't, like, if the ball doesn't have momentum and you don't have boost, you're supposed to just push it like this, and when someone shows up, you jump behind. Stay close to the ball. You can beat people like that. But yes, if you've been under a lot of pressure and there's a ball that is boomable, and you could get the corner boost and then maybe go back on the ball after again, yes. It's but that is, how can I say? Like, intent behind our touches starts to be more a concern in high champion, low grand champion. Right now as well, but I'm convinced that if you guys rotate cleanly and take good shots on net, you would just destroy everybody. You need to work on your shooting and your, you know, your movement mechanics and stuff like that to be able to play at that speed and to take good shots. And then you just do that over and over and over again. And then they give you space. Oh, this time I'm going to control it and I'm going to try to flick. And even if I hit the backboard, it doesn't matter. I rotate, teammate's going to take a shot on that over and over again. You would just outspeed everybody. But you need to, whether you have the ball or not, player 1 plays and rotate, then player 2 becomes player 1, plays and rotate, so on and so forth. Good? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. If you're interested in getting coached, please join the Discord and open a ticket in the channel coaching request. That's about it for today. See you next time, and good luck on the grind.